As the snow melts and the spring weather brings the life back to eastern Idaho, the baseball and softball teams in red and black take the field, hoping to rejuvenate their chances of a state championship. The seeds of success were planted last year. Likewise, the coaches begin taking the time to groom their athletes into the champions they could become. Spring in Caribou County is here, and so are the diamonds in the rough. Welcome to Cardinal Baseball and Softball on KBRV The Bear, where the voice of Caribou County, Caleb Burgraff, walks you through the field of talented youth all season long over the air and on the web at mylocalradio.com. This season of Cardinal Athletics is brought to you by Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, Hunsaker Ford, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. Now let's head to the field as the Redbirds look to take flight and earn a spot in this year's championships on your home for Caribou County and Soda Springs Athletics, KBRV 800 AM, and online at mylocalradio.com.
And welcome out to another edition of Cardinal Athletics as the Lady Cardinals taking the highlight today as they are going to be trying to knock off the Westside Pirates, who currently rest atop the District 5 standings in softball in the state of Idaho and are hoping to continue to have that success, although the Soda Springs Cardinals came close to knocking off one of the other teams, which is hoping to wrangle up some success this season, as they were able to knock off the Bear Lake Bears, or almost knock off the Bear Lake Bears, falling to Bear Lake by a final score of 5-4, despite holding a 4-5 lead or 4-2 lead entering that second or bottom of the seventh inning of that game after trying to come back. So Lady Cardinals looking to try and find their successful ways once again. We'll be here for that whole game, and we'll be right back after we take a break on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, Silver Star makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose Silver Star. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today.
Caleb Burgraff here with Caden Harwood, who's a standout student at Soda Springs High School and one of the senior class. Caden, first of all, when you think about the senior year, how's it gone for you?
It's gone pretty great. I kind of just stayed in the background in most of my high school year, but I've been trying to get out more.
You said that you really didn't have a whole lot of core classes left to take this senior year. That leaves a lot of time for electives and really just kind of finding out what you want to do. Did you enjoy that part about this year where you really didn't have to stress out over necessarily a ton of other things?
It actually did. I'm surprised at how stress-free this year's been.
When you think about classes, too, what are some of the classes that you took this year, and what are some of your favorite subjects to delve into?
Mechanics and diesel welding, that's some of my better subjects. Surprisingly, math. I've always hated math, but I've always done the best in math, so can't complain.
What are some of the things that have helped you out with that? Have teachers helped you out with enjoying those subjects? And when it comes to math in particular, has learning style really helped with that?
I'd say learning style has a lot to do with it. It varies from different teachers. In middle school, I never really had a connection with teachers just because I lived a town away and was never part of the community. But having teachers with good attitudes about it has always made me feel more comfortable asking questions and being more sociable.
Looking at the classes that you said you enjoy when it comes to math and shop, if you could do anything in shop, what would be your favorite thing to work on? You said you want to go into diesel mechanics when you get out of school, but is that what you love, or would you rather do something like welding or working in some other form?
Mechanics has always had my heart just because my dad started me off on it, and it's hands-on. I can do it. Just memorize it once and you're done. Welding, I could see myself going into. I'm actually have a couple offers with my dad to go into it this summer. And welding has just never been a lifelong thing for me. I'm more of a hands-on. I learn better hands-on.
When you talk about learning hands-on, you're getting set to go off to college as well for that diesel mechanic degree. And there's a couple different places that you were thinking about going, but Bridgerland Tech, CSI, and ISU seem to be the top places. What made you choose that you wanted to stay a little bit closer to home?
My sister mainly. She moved to Utah and struggled for a couple of years, but she has a really good job, so that kind of helped her, and I haven't been delving into much of that stuff. So just knowing I can have family support, because one of my family lives in Idaho, really helps out a lot.
Coming back to school 2 more times, just a couple quick questions for you. The first one, senior project. What did you do your senior project on this year, and how did you think the presentation went?
For my senior project, I rebuilt a 1975 Chevy motor, Chevy 350, and did a full body swap from a 76 to an 86 body. That went pretty well, and I felt the presentation went fairly decent.
Got a passing grade. That's all that matters in the end.
Yeah, they pretty much just told me to cover all the points in my presentation that were on the paper, and I'd do good, and I felt I covered them pretty good.
To wrap it up, what's some advice you would give to somebody coming into Soda Springs High School, especially if they're in a situation like you where you're living a little bit further away? What's some advice you would give to them to fit into the community here?
Just be as sociable as you can. Try not to be too much of an outcast. And as far as high school goes, don't procrastinate. Just get your work done. You don't have to do everything I did. Just load up the first 3 years and get it all out of the way. But it definitely helps a lot senior year. Takes some of the stress off.
Caden, thanks so much for the time, and good luck as you get ready for the next step in life in that diesel mechanics degree.
Thanks.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
Caleb Burgraff here with Taylor Myers, a junior for the Soda Springs Cardinals on the softball field. And Taylor, this season, while it's had some ups and downs, a much better performance by the team this year than last year. What are some of the things that have changed about the way the team has been approaching games this year?
I think that we've been working hard and we know what we're capable of doing, so I think that's helped a lot.
There's a lot of juniors on the team this year and a lot of younger kids as well pitching in. Has that helped to have some younger drive coming in and trying to push the team forward?
I think it's helped a little bit, but I think no matter what, age we are, I think we all work hard and we work together, and I think that does us good.
This last week was a little bit of a disappointment. You guys were looking like you were going to be able to win a pair of games, both against Firth and against Bear Lake, but unfortunately you weren't able to close those games out. What was the feeling after those games as you guys were on the bus and on the way home?
It's kind of difficult for us to be winning with both of the games and then not be able to pull through with the win, but I think that once we learn how to keep going and not give up throughout all the innings, then we can do good after that.
I know there was a lot of passion going into the game against Bear Lake, especially with the fact that they're picked as one of the favorites for the district this year, and you guys have been wanting to prove who you have become and where you guys have gotten to as a team. Do you feel like a message was made in that game, even though you didn't win, the fact that you played them so close and had them on the verge of a loss? Do you think that was a good statement to make?
Yeah, I think it was, because we showed not just Bear Lake but all the other teams in our district how we can play and how we were able to play with Bear Lake.
This week you guys have some other good tests in the district coming up. West Side, a very surprising team in the district, is going to be one of the first you play, and then Malad. What do you guys need to do in order to finish the games as you get ready for those this week, especially those two important ones?
I think we just need to play like we have been. We need to finish the games, not just go halfway and then stop throughout the whole game.
You've really been able to show off some of your versatility so far this year on the field. Do you like being used in different positions and being kind of the go-to for being shuffled around the field a little bit, or do you like having a more steady position at short?
Some games it's kind of difficult to go from one position to another, but I think that if the coach needs you in a different position in each game, then that's what you should be able to do.
Always good to be coachable like that. And to wrap it all up, the offense has really improved for this team so far this year compared to where it was last year. You've been in the middle of that lineup, in the middle of a couple of those rallies. Where do you think that this team has gotten its confidence at the plate from?
I think it starts with coaching and also at practice. We have been working hard with batting and also throwing and everything, and I think that helps out a lot.
Well, hopefully you guys can continue to have that success at the plate and have success driving in runs, and we'll be looking forward to hopefully 4 wins this week.
The meeting at home plate is taking place right now. That was Junior Taylor Myers joining us on our pregame show. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you to the starting lineups and the first pitch of the ball game between the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals and the West Side Lady Pirates on KBRV, the Co-op, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. Welcome back out to West Side, Idaho on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com. Happy to have you with us as the Lady Cardinals getting set to take on the West Side Lady Pirates in their first matchup of 2 this season. And the Soda Springs Cardinals will be coming up with a little bit of a different lineup than we've seen the last couple of times that we've broadcast their games, and trying to shake things up. They do have one big change as Cooper Evans is out after getting a concussion in an off-field related incident, and she will be replaced by Taylor Myers behind home plate, who will be doing the catching today. today. Morgan Wood will be leading things off. Haley Ledbetter will be playing first base and batting second, with Taylor Myers batting third. Those the first scheduled three in the order for the top of the first inning. Hallie Evans, Allie Schwartz, and Cheyenne Dominguez will be the following three, and Hadley Leisering, Alicia Delaware, and Haley Downs will wrap up the order for the Soda Springs Cardinals as they get set to take on the Westside Pirates. In the field for the Pirates, their pitcher is Brittany Beckstead. She's followed by Jessica Ravston, who is going to be behind home plate doing the catching. First base is Chadley Hedworth. Second base, Cambria Robinson. Shortstop is Josie Mejia, and third base is Mari Wade. In the outfield from left to right, Grace Montez, Cassidy Chugg, and Kelsey Moyle will be roving the far reaches of the outfield grass. First pitch across the plate missed. Second pitch swung on and chopped foul down the third base side. And the count, I believe, moves to 1-1. Cardinals coming into this game losers of their last 5. Looking to find a way to get back into the winning ways that they had so mastered in the early part of the season. Pitch inside, that rolls up and ends up hitting Morgan Wood. And so 3 pitches in, the Cardinals get their first base runner on Brittany Beckstead's first hit batter of the game. And the Cardinals will hopefully take advantage of that. This West Side team coming in, and their fate in the district is in their own hands as they come in 2-1 in District 5 action with a pair of wins against the Malad Dragons and a loss to the Bear Lake Bears. Another pass ball will allow Morgan Wood to move up, and the ball in the dirt is also going to move the count to 1-0 against Haley Ledbetter. And the next pitch fired across for a strike moves the count to 1-1. Ledbetter at the plate, as we've talked about it so far this year, been a shining star for the Cardinals as the junior has really shown a lot of improvement as the year's gone on. And another pitch inside from Brittany Beckstead hits Ledbetter. That'll put Ledbetter onto first base. And only 6 pitches in, the Cardinals, yet to get a hit, have put a runner in scoring position and given themselves an opportunity to try and strike early. Pitch missing to Taylor Myers gets her ahead in the count. It's 1-0 to the number 3 batter in the Cardinals order, looking to chop something into the field as the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-1. Ball is blocked by Ravston behind the plate in order to keep her from allowing another runner to move up a base. The 1-1 pitch fouled off at the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Quick work by Beckstead. Doesn't hold on to the ball a lot. Just gets the ball, fires it, gets the ball, fires it. Something you like to see if you're a coach for a pitcher. Doesn't waste a lot of time. Keeps the batters from trying to get comfortable in there. As she'll fire one to the inside, and that's turned on by Myers, but fouled off down the left side. And the count remains at 1-2 on Taylor Myers. Catcher for the Cardinals today. And she'll swing and chops one over towards short, as Josie Mejia bobbles it, but is able to make the flip to third base for the 6-5 fielder's choice. And the Cardinals will have to surrender a runner on the base paths. Moving up is Ledbetter, and being cut down is Morgan Wood. That'll bring up Hallie Evans. Number 4 batter takes the first pitch upstairs, and the count moves to 1-0 to Evans. Right-handed batter. Steps back into the box, and the pitch to the plate swung on and missed. An off-speed pitch that was cut on, but not quite inside of the range of the bat of Hallie Evans. No score here in the top of the first inning. 1 out as a ball chopped foul down the third base line. Moves the count to 1-2 on Evans. And it looks like Beckstead starting to settle in a little bit after hitting the first 2 batters of the game to put them on first and second. She got Myers to ground into a fielder's choice. She stands at first base. Morgan Wood was cut down on that play as a pitch swung on and missed, and Evans goes down swinging. And now it's going to take a base knock in order to bring home one of those early hit batsmen. Allie Schwartz will step in, and the senior playing center field today will look to try and do her part and takes the first pitch for a strike down the heart of the plate. Again, Beckstead, impressive in the way that she settled back in after struggling in the early going. Another pitch, that catches the zone as well, and Schwartz showing patience early, down in the count 0-2. Beckstead again quickly with the ball, fires, and that one slips out of her hands, and she can tell right away, and count goes to 1-2. That's been the count for the last 3 batters She'll again rock fire, and the pitch chopped at. Hit high in the air down the left field line, and just a foot foul. Almost able to drop inside of the chalk lines, making her way over to try and snare the ball was left fielder Grace Montez, but she could not quite get there in time, and luckily for her, it did not land on the right side of the chalk line. Count stays at 1-2 for a fifth pitch. That's fouled off back to the chain link fencing on the backstop. We'll see a sixth pitch in this at-bat. Cardinals have been making the west side pitcher work. 20 pitches already here in this first inning for Brittany Beckstead as she'll rock fire, and a pitch chopped foul again, and we'll see pitch number 22. Allie Schwartz, after falling behind the count 0-2 before taking a swing, has done her job and has fought herself back into this at-bat. Trying to help the Cardinals take advantage of a couple of hit batters to lead it off. She'll foul one off again, high in the air down the left side, and that again drops out of the reach of the third baseman this time as Mari Wade was making her way there and out of her range. And we'll see a 23rd pitch in this at-bat. 7 pitches into this at-bat. Allie Schwartz still battling. She'll foul another one off. That's popped back to the chain link fence once again, and we'll have one more opportunity for Allie Schwartz, as Ravston did not have an opportunity to make the play there. 8 pitches in the at-bat, only 1 ball, 5 straight foul balls by Allie Schwartz, and she'll take a pitch just up and outside. Ravston tried to bring it back down and in, but could not. As the umpire was able to see it, moves the count to 2-2, 2-2 pitch. That's popped up on the infield. Mari Wade comes in at the shortstop position. That is actually Josie Mejia who comes in, puts it away, and the Cardinals, despite getting the first 2 runners on base, will not be able to push across a run, and they see the game tied 1-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the first inning here in Dayton, Idaho, at the home of the West Side Pirates.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Cheyenne Dominguez gets the start for the Soda Springs Cardinals in the circle as the Cardinals looking to try and put a 0 onto the board after Westside stranded 2 runners on the base paths in the top of the first inning. Cardinals could not take advantage of a couple of hit batsmen. 5 players go to the plate, and none of them come around to score. Cardinals in the field behind Cheyenne Dominguez. It'll be Taylor Myers doing the catching for the Cardinals. Haley Ledbetter at first base will be aided by Hadley Leisering. At second base, shortstop played by Hallie Evans, and Haley Downs will be over on the left side as it's the 4 H's on the infield for the Lady Cardinals. Outfield sees Allie Schwartz in center field. She's flanked on her left by Morgan Wood, and in right field, Alicia Delaware. Originally, it was Hadley Leisering who was going to be in right field, but after some troubles and warm-ups, Leisering was moved to second base, and Alicia Delaware was moved into that right field position. She was originally supposed to be playing second base. A clean switch, though, and the Soda Springs Cardinals will adjust the lineup and see if that defensive start will give them an opportunity to hold the West Side Pirates offense and keep them from getting onto the board. Started a little bit early today as we've been playing softball for about 8 minutes. That ahead of the 4 o'clock first pitch that was scheduled. Games have been started a little bit earlier this season. As pitchers, catchers, umpires, everybody's been ready beforehand. And instead of holding things off, they just get them right out onto the field for play. Starting things off, Josie Mejia will lead things off as the number 1 batter for the West Side Pirates. Bottom of the first inning, no score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And the first pitch upstairs missing. and Mejia can't find the zone. Cassidy Chug and Mari Wade will wrap up the scheduled 3 for the Westside Pirates here in the bottom of the first inning. Dominguez pitch now over adjusted, and that misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. Josie Mejia, star on the basketball court, also a stellar volleyball player for the Westside Pirates, takes another pitch that misses. Count goes to 3-0, and she steps out of a way, the ball that's rolled up to the plate, and they're going to say that actually hit her. And so on 3 pitches, she makes her way down to first base. Both pitchers for these two teams starting out the exact same way, hitting the first batter they see. Brings up Chug. Cassidy, another right-handed batter, will take a pitch down in the dirt. That gets away from Taylor Myers, slow to get to the ball, and Josie Mejia thought about going to third. Instead will slowly walk back to second on the pass ball. 1-0 count. As Cassidy Chug, the center fielder, looking to get things rolling for the Westside Pirates, do what the Cardinals couldn't. There's another pitch in the dirt. That gets past Myers, and up to third base goes Josie Mejia. 2 pass balls on Taylor Myers. You got to keep the ball in front of you if you're going to have a competitive showing in the game of softball. It's too easy to move up to 60 feet if the ball gets by. Pitch to the plate. That's hit to left field. Coming on. Morgan Wood tries to make a play. It gets past her. Rolls near the fence. Scoring is Wade easily. Heading to third base and standing up with a triple is Cassidy Chug. That's the danger of trying to make that play, of going at a sinking line drive, is the fact if you miss it, it's going to run a long ways. And the first run of the board on for the Westside Pirates as they lead it 1-0. Cheyenne Dominguez will face the third batter now with another runner on third base. Mari Wade steps in. She is the third baseman for the Westside Pirates. Wears number 14, bats right-handed, and the first pitch a strike on the outside corner. Moves the count to 0-1. First batter that Dominguez has gotten ahead of so far in the game. She'll again step up to the circle. Tails the left foot back before firing to the plate. One in the dirt is going to be taken for a ball as the count moves to 1-1. Blue sky breaking overhead as the clouds that were overhead slowly making their way off into the distance. It's a rainy, snowy day up in Soda Springs. There's another pitch in the dirt blocked by Myers. Keeps it in front of her and keeps Cassidy Chug at third base. The count moves to 2-1 to Mari Wade. Snowed and rained off and on from about 1 o'clock to about 2:30 here at Westside. Dominguez's pitch swung on and chopped foul by Wade. Count to 2-2. 1-0 Westside on top on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in the bottom of the first inning of play. Cardinals and Pirates in the big district game. Pirates, if they win this game, are well on their way to possibly hosting the District 5 championships. Cardinals looking to fight their way back into the District 5 standings. As next pitch to the plate, shot foul inside the third base bag. Down the line it goes. Wood bobbles it, and up to second base will be Mari Wade, as that's a single and an E7 on the play. She was initially going to hold up, but the error will allow her to move up on the play. It's another RBI nonetheless, and the Westside Pirates have seen the first 3 batters of the game reach the base pass, and they lead 2-0 now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, with the first left-hander of the game to the plate as Chadley Hedworth will take her swing. She chops one out in front of home plate. Dominguez takes the quick out over to first, moving up to third base on what essentially works out as a sacrifice as Mari Wade. It's a 1-3 put out for Hedworth. Aggressive at the plate with the swing, but moves the runner up to an easy scoring position. Now just a ball in play should be able to bring Mari Wade home as Cambry Robinson steps up to the plate. Another right-handed batter playing second base for the Lady Pirates and batting fifth. Again, ball in play should bring home that run, but the Cardinals hoping to avoid that and get a punch out, and a good start to that by Cheyenne Dominguez as she rolls a strike across to open up the at-bat. Holds the ball in her right hand as she stares in once again to Myers for the sign. Rocks, fires, and the pitch taken for strike 2. 0-2 count, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, already 2-0, Westside on top. Both runs earned as the first 3 batters of the game reached. 1 hit batsman, a double and a single, and another single might be added to that as Hallie Evans dives to keep the ball from getting to the outfield, but it still results in an infield single for Cambry Robinson and another RBI for the Westside Pirates. They lead it 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and a rally in this bottom of the first inning after they kept the Cardinals from striking the scoreboard. They've seen their offense develop well. Pitch to the plate, swung on and missed, gets past Taylor Myers behind the plate, and Brittany Beckstead watches her counterpart Cambry Robinson move up to second base on the pass ball. 4 pass balls by Taylor Myers so far in the early going as she's in to replace Cooper Evans, who is out again with the concussion symptoms. Ball bounced up the middle, stopped by Cheyenne Dominguez, goes to first, smartly moving up to third base on the play is Cambry Robinson, and another 1-3 put out puts the second out up onto the board, but once more does move that runner into easy scoring position with the ball in play for a base hit. Grace Montez will step to the plate, another right-handed batter. Another basketball player and another shining star for this team, which is looking to try and break things around the way District 5 has looked the past couple of seasons, with Bear Lake and Malad continually being the juggernauts at the top of the standings. Behind 0-1 of the count, with their team up 3-0 already in the bottom of the first inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, takes a pitch that crosses at the knees, and the count goes to 0-2. For her part, Cheyenne Dominguez has not thrown a ball for the last 9 pitches. See if she can make that double figures as she once again winds, fires, gets the swing and a miss. Ball slips away from Myers, throws down to first and gets the out, and the Cardinals escape the inning. But they trail 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard after 3 hits bring across 3 runs for the Lady Pirates on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Welcome back out to Dayton, Idaho on KBRV the Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. The Lady Cardinals down 3-0 to the Lady Pirates on this Thursday afternoon. A sunny day here in Westside, dotted clouds and snowstorms you can see in the mountains off in the distance surrounding here. But off to the west, blue sky and partly cloudy skies making their way to this area. Good signs for the upcoming ball games, as the JV game will follow this varsity contest. Cardinals will see the bottom of the order stepping up. Cheyenne Dominguez, Hadley Leisering, and Alicia Delaware will lead things off as the first pitch to Cheyenne Dominguez misses for a ball, and she gets ahead in the count 1-0. For her part, Brittany Beckstead gave up 2 hit batters to lead off the ball game to the Soda Springs Cardinals, but she was able to strand 2 runners on base. As a pitch to the plate, down low again, and the count goes 3-0 to Cheyenne Dominguez. As Dominguez looks out, awaits the pitch, that's a strike at the knees, and the count goes to 3-1. 24 pitches in that first inning after a 9-pitch at-bat by Allie Schultz really extended the inning for Brittany Beckstead. Now a line drive up the middle, off the glove of Beckstead, over into the glove of Cambry Robinson, and she makes the flip on to first. That is a 1-4-3 out, as you have to count the contact off of the glove of Brittany Beckstead, but the Cardinals will be disappointed no matter what, as a single will be robbed, as now a ball hit by Leisering over to third base. Mari Wade quickly up with it, and on one pitch, Leisering is down on the 5-3 put out. Everybody on the infield getting involved, and Alicia Delaware will try and keep the inning going for the Cardinals. Try and not let this one be a quick run through the order for the Westside Pirates. Already down 3-0, and the first pitch, a strike taken by Alicia Delaware. Brittany Beckstead has been a workhorse so far for the Lady Pirates. She's going to be the ace of the staff going forward. A ball hit over to short, fielded by Mejia and lofted over the head of Chadley Hedworth. That rolls all the way into right field. They'll say out of play, and it'll just be a one-base throwing error as up to second goes Alicia Delaware, first error of the game. And as I was talking about everybody on the infield getting involved for the Westside Pirates, the only one missing had been Josie Mejia, and ends up throwing the ball away to keep the inning alive for the Cardinals, as Haley Downs will step up, and the first pitch to Downs is taken for a strike. Downs trying to bring home that first run for the Cardinals. Runs today brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. And she'll swing and miss at strike number 2. Count to 0-2, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. 3-0 Westside on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in this pivotal district game, and the pitch inside misses as Haley Downs steps out of the way, and the count goes to 1-2. They'll pick off back to second base, and Delaware gets back in time. She was leaking off of the bag, but not tagged out and remains standing back there. Count goes to 1-2. Beckstead looks in, rocks, fires, pitch chopped over towards second. Cambry Robinson loses it off her glove, quickly to first, and they get the out. Quick inning for the Westside Pirates, and the Cardinals can't score. They leave one on base, and we head to the bottom of the second inning with the Cardinals trailing in this one 3-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jackson Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. Cardinals trailing 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the second inning on KBRV, the co-op. Cheyenne Dominguez back out into the circle for her second inning of work. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the first. All 3 of those runs were earned. 3 singles and a hit batsman, or 3 base hits and a hit batsman. One of those was a triple, which should have been a single, although it was misplayed by Morgan Wood in left field. And the Cardinals will hopefully stop the bleeding and get the bottom half of the order out quickly, as they'll face 8, 9, and 1 and try and get their offense back up to the plate. They have yet to register a hit, as Brittany Beckstead no-hitting the Cardinals despite allowing 3 base runners. Dominguez first pitch chopped into the field of play. Good play by Hallie Evans, though, and a strong throw to first base. And on the first pitch, Kelsey Moyle is set down on the 6-3 putout. Shortstop to first, and that brings up Jessica Ravston, the number 9 batter in the Westside lineup. Ravston taking over the catching duties. It was Chadley Hedworth who was catching last year for the Lady Pirates. New coach, though, new rotation, and new lineups, as the first pitch missing upstairs moves the count to 1-0. Cheyenne Dominguez has had some rough starts so far this year, but right now is finding the zone. That's what you want to do. Make them put the ball in play. As another ball chopped up the middle. One-handed scoop by Evans and thrown away. That one stays in the field of play off the bleachers and bounces right back to Ledbetter, but they'll say since it went into the bleachers, they will award the base to Jessica Ravston and move her up to second. That is the second error on the Cardinals in the game. Tough play, though, for the Cardinals shortstop, and Hallie Evans does bring up Josie Mejia with an opportunity to bring a run home as the first pitch off the outside, and Mejia gets ahead in the count 1-0. Both pitchers working quickly in this one. Dominguez looks in. Not worried about Ravston back behind her. As a foul ball down the third base line will be chopped away, and the count goes to 1-1. Mejia was hit by a pitcher first time up. She's going to be hoping to make up for the error, despite the fact it didn't give up a run, trying to push more across. Outfield for the Cardinals shifted way to the left side. A lot of green grass in center field as Ali Schwartz, practically playing in left field. Morgan Wood playing all the way over by the line as the pitch rides up and in and hits the helmet of Josie Mejia, and she gets on base with the second hit pitch of her day. Still yet to record an official at-bat, and it brings up the heart of the order, Cassidy Chug, who tripled in her first at-bat to bring home Mejia, who had made her way up to third base on pass balls. Dominguez to pitch, fires that off the outside corner. Count goes to 1-0. 8 pitches into this inning, only 1 out recorded for the Cardinals. That was on the first batter. There has been an error in the frame already. As the pitch to the plate, that's going to be lofted into shallow left field. Going back, Evans can't get there, and the Cardinals are going to have a force out at third as long as the good throw is made, and it is. It'll be a 6-5 put out on a fielder's choice for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Cut off of the base paths is Ravston. And remaining on the base paths and moving up to second base is Josie Mejia. So a base running error by the Cardinals. Or by the Pirates, gives the Cardinals a chance to get out of this. And up to the plate steps Mari Wade. Wade, another right-hander for the Lady Pirates. Sees one rolled up to the plate. Myers keeps in front of it, and the count goes to 1-0. Wade singled in a run her first time up. Moved up to second base on an error on the throw across. Ball in the dirt. And that makes it a 2-0 count to the third baseman for the Lady Pirates. Wade steps in again, gloves on both hands. Outfield still shifted to the left side as the ball bounces up to Wade, and the count goes to 3-0. Standing all alone with a lot of grass to cover, Alicia De La Guerra, but she is one of the fastest Cardinals. Wind blowing her direction, so she's back all the way towards the fence, maybe 2 paces ahead of it. 3-0 count for Wade. We'll see if she has the green light to go after this one. It's off the plate, not even threatening the zone, and the first walk of the game is surrendered. And the bases are chock full of Lady Pirates. Wade stands at first. Second base is held onto by Cassidy Chug, and Josie Mejia steps up to third base as Chadley Hedworth will step in. Base is juiced. Outfield shifts back over to the right side now as the first pitch up and away, and the count goes to 1-0. 5 straight out of the zone for Cheyenne Dominguez. Trying to find that strike zone once again. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 West Side. Ball rolled up to the plate, and everybody has to stay put where they're at as the count goes to 2-0. Cardinals held scoreless and hitless on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. As far as the West Side Pirates are concerned, no hits in this inning, but they've loaded the bases as a ground ball over towards second. Gets through Hadley Leisering. Another error on the Cardinals. Ball gets thrown to home plate. Moving up to second is Chadley Hedworth. The second error of the inning brings home 2 runs. Both of them are unearned, and West Side now leads it 5-0. Up to third base goes Wade, and both the other runners in Chug and Mejia come around to score. And it brings up Cambry Robinson with a chance to do more damage. 2 errors for the Cardinals in the frame. Dominguez to fire, throws one low, scooped up behind home plate by Taylor Myers, and count remains where it's at. 3 errors in the game already for the Cardinals. 5 runs against them. Here in the bottom of the second, 5-0 they trail. Pitch right over the heart of the plate, and Cambry Robinson takes it for strike number 1. Count evens at 1-1. West Side dotting the bases with second and third. First base is open for Cambry Robinson. Wearing their white pants, maroon uniform tops as that pitch catches the outside corner. The count goes to 1-2. Dominguez got out of the first inning with a punch out, surrendering only the 3 runs. Could have been worse as there was a runner at third. Here trying to get the same thing. Robinson awaits the pitch. This one laced up the middle, but snared by Hallie Evans. Dives to her left, grabs the line drive, and the Cardinals are out. The Cardinals surrender 2 unearned runs, but they still have plenty of opportunities left as we head to the top of the third inning with the Cardinals trailing 5-0 on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today. Welcome back out to Dayton, Idaho. 5-0, the Lady Pirates leading the Lady Cardinals. Soda Springs will be sending up 1, 2, and 3 in their order. Morgan Wood, Haley Ledbetter, and Taylor Myers will be the scheduled 3 for the Lady Cardinals. Morgan Wood and Ledbetter were both hit by pitches, but after Wood was cut down on a fielder's choice at third, Cardinals left the other two on the base paths as she'll fly out to shallow center field on the first pitch she sees. And the Cardinals, again, going down quickly with the first couple of batters that they send up to the plate. And it's already 1 out for Brittany Beckstead out in the circle, yet to surrender a hit in today's game. Has gotten 7 outs, has given up 3 base runners, but a strike to Haley Ledbetter will keep the motion moving along for Beckstead, as she definitely is in a rhythm. The base runners have been 2 hit batsmen and an error. Pitch to the plate, way up and away, and the count goes to 1-1. Ledbetter, again hit by a pitcher last time up, was left stranded at second base. One of 3 runners left on the base paths by the Cardinals so far. Takes a swing, bounces it to third, through the legs of Mari Wade. It's thrown by Josie Mejia, but late on to first, and that's an E5. And the Cardinals get another base runner. Ball was right to Mari Wade, couldn't stay in front of it. And the second error of the game by the Lady Pirates puts a runner on first for the Cardinals. Myers bunts it down the first base line. Wade throws it away, and another error made by the third baseman for the Westside Pirates. Rounding third and heading home is Haley Ledbetter. All the way up to third base is Taylor Myers, and she'll be held up there. That is a run-scoring error back-to-back on Mari Wade. Rushed the throw, and the Cardinals are on to the board. 5-1 now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, as they're going to say the ball went out of play and no run will score, so the runners will retreat back to second and third. But again, 2 errors already in the frame. 3 errors for both teams so far. Another bump put down, this one fouled off at the plate as Hallie Evans gets behind the count, 0-1. Evans, her first time up, grounded into that struck out, swinging. She went after a pitch that was slightly out of the zone. It was Myers who grounded into the fielder's choice her first time up. 0-1 count against the Cardinal shortstop. See if she swings the bat this time. She does. Chops it foul once again, as that sticks in the batter's box and doesn't make it anywhere. Count to 0-2 now on Hallie Evans, who's trying not to be the second out, trying to bring home one of those runners on the base paths. You can't keep runners out there, and that was something the Cardinals did very well at the beginning of the season, was taking advantage of the opportunities they had, as a pitch behind Hallie Evans, I'll say, did not hit her. She stays at the right-handed batter's box, 1-2 the count. They were getting runs home, though, and now they are starting to strand runners on the base paths whenever they have those opportunities with 1 or less outs to bring a runner home. Beckstead to the plate, fires one in the dirt. That gets past the catcher, but she keeps her eyes on Ledbetter, who didn't get a good break and a good view of the ball bouncing away, and the count goes to 3-2. Everyone stays put where they're at. Second and third, 1 out, top of the third inning, brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance, as Hallie Evans looks out. 3-2 pitch. Misses inside. That's ball 4, and she makes her way down to first with another Davis repair walk, and the bases are chock full of Cardinals, as it brings up Allie Schultz to the plate. 11 pitches into this inning, 1 out. Bases chock full of Cardinals. Infield brought in for the Lady Pirates as the first pitch gets away once again. The pitch is a strike. It just went off with a glove of Ravston, and everybody has to stay put with an 0-1 count. 5-0. Cardinals with a golden opportunity, though, with the bases chock full. Allie Schultz at the plate, up in the count, fouls one off down the third base line. Went at a pitch that was inside, and the count goes to 0-2. Schultz looks down to third, gets the advice from Coach Schwanevelt down the line. Now steps back into the right-handed box. 0-2 count. As Beckstead rocks, fires, pitch inside on the corner, and down goes Schultz looking. Second punch out of the game by Brittany Beckstead. She still has yet to give up a hit, and she has a chance to get out of this inning without surrendering a run. Despite 2 errors that have put runners on second and third, a walk brought to you by Davis Repair has a runner over at first, and the pitch to the plate will be lined into center field. Dropping back on it, see it go over her head is the center fielder, Cassidy Chug. It's going to clear the bases. It's a 3-run double from Cheyenne Dominguez. First base knock of the game. It's a big one. Plates all three. 3 RBIs for the Cardinals starter and 3 runs on the board, despite the fact none of them being earned. What a knock. That was laced into the center field grass over the head of Chug, who came in on the ball and did not think it was going to carry like it did, but the wind picked it up and was able to push it away. Brings up Hadley Leisering with a chance to bring home another run. 5-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. She'll chop one foul down the third base line. Count to 1-1. All 3 of those runs brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky at 208-547-7012. Leisering again comes into the right-handed batter's box, waits the pitch from Beckstead, chopped back to Brittany, and she'll fire onto first base to record the out. Cardinals do strike the scoreboard, though, getting 3 runs and taking advantage of a bases-loaded opportunity. They still trail this game, though, 5-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of your third inning, brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance on the Co-op.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Cardinals offense strikes the scoreboard, taking advantage of the bases loaded with 2 outs and bringing home 3 runs on a 2-out double by Cheyenne Dominguez. Now out into the circle, she is going to try and reverse the flow of runs coming from the Westside Pirates, as they've scored in the first 2 innings, 3 in the first, 2 in the second. And they lead at 5-3 over the Lady Cardinals as Dominguez continues to work through her pitches. The third inning being brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance, where they carry only the best brands, including Lazy Boy, Amanda, Maytag, Crosley, GE, and more. Sanders Furniture and Appliance is making your house a home. Dominguez has thrown 39 pitches coming into this inning. Again, 3 of the runs against her have been earned. 5 runs total for the Lady Pirates, as they will be sending up Brittany Beckstead, Grace Montez, and Kelsey Moyle. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup to the plate. And the right-handed Beckstead steps up first, pink and black gloves with the Mizuno logo on it. And the first pitch to her way upstairs. She flinched a little bit, but takes it anyways, and the count goes to 1-0. Looks over to Coach Wade. Down the left side, Wade, in his first year as the head coach of the Westside Pirates, has turned them around as the ball popped up on the infield. Hallie Evans takes control of it and puts it away in the glove cleanly. And the first out of the inning easily recorded on 2 pitches by Cheyenne Dominguez, as it's a simple pop out to the middle of the infield. And with 1 out, that brings up Grace Montez. Where's the number 9 playing in left field today? Steps into the right-handed box. She struck out swinging her first time up. The lone strikeout by Cheyenne Dominguez so far. Pitch to the plate, upstairs, and taken patiently by Grace Montez. 5-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we work in the bottom of the third inning. Happy to have you with us on this Thursday afternoon in Dayton, Idaho. Partly cloudy skies, chilly day with the wind coming in, but it's dry. As another pitch misses, the count goes to 2-0. Montez showing patience at the plate. Good hitters count for her, though. Outfield still shifted to the left side. Big gap in center field if you go straight up the middle. Ball tattooed instead to the left side. Morgan Wood cuts it off, but it gets by her once again. She has to retreat to get it, fires it back in on her way to third. No, holding up at second as Montez took a big turn but ended up retreating, as that is a one-out double for Grace Montez to put her in scoring position with the fourth hit of the game for the Lady Pirates. Dominguez, not wanting to fall behind 3-0 in the count, put one over the heart of the plate. Montez took advantage and sets up an opportunity for Kelsey Moyle to try and bring home a run. Right-handed batter for the Lady Pirates, trying to gain back 3 of the runs they gave up in the top of this inning. They lead 5-3. Run number 6 stands at third. Pitch to the plate upstairs and taken for a ball. Dominguez falling behind batters here in this inning, yet to get ahead in the count against any of them. Got a pop out with the first batter, then gave up the double, and now works against Kelsey Moyle, and is behind now 2-0 in the count as this pitch misses upstairs as well. Another 2-0 count. And the pitch to Moyle taken low and inside. And the count goes to 3-0. It was 1-0 to leadoff batter Beckstead, 2-0 to Montez, now 3-0 to Moyle. And the right fielder for the Pirates looking for a pitch in the zone, won't get one, and it's a ball instead. Another Davis repair walk puts runners at first and second for the Lady Pirates. Second walk surrendered by Cheyenne Dominguez. She's hit 2 batters, walked 2, and given up 4 hits. And of those, 3 of those 8 runners have been left on base. 5 have come across to score. Myers has to pop up out of the crouch to snare a ball that was well up out of the zone. Only 2 strikes in this inning so far out of the 10 pitches which have been thrown. Pitch to the plate by Dominguez, chopped through the hole between third and short. That's going to score 1 run. Throw to the plate well offline. Runner tries to move up to third, and she will as Moyle gets up to third base. Ravston with a RBI single, able to move up to second on the throw, and the West Side Pirates get a run back and put 2 in scoring position for the top of the order. Back to a 6-3 lead for the West Side Pirates, and Josie Mejia will step forward, yet to have an official at-bat. She's been hit by a pair of pitches, so you know she's going to be gunning for a knock, at least to put the ball in play, and that's all she needs to do to bring home a run, depending on where she hits it. Hit it to the right side, you should be able to score that run. Ball up in the zone, and Josie gets ahead. She's batted in every inning so far. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, 6-3. The West Side Pirates on top as Dominguez fires to the plate, rolls one up, and the count goes to 2-0. Dominguez starting to lose her control, trying to calm herself down. Flips the hand a couple of times, trying to get that motion down before she fires the 2-0 pitch. That one in the zone, but into a hittable spot in the zone. That gets all the way to the left center field gap. Cut off by Morgan Wood. Throw comes into the center of the infield, but it's a 2 RBI double for Josie Mejia, who puts herself in scoring position while clearing the bases, gets her first couple of RBIs, and the West Side Pirates regain all 3 of the runs that the Cardinals got back in the top of this inning, as Coach Wade Schwanevelt's going to chat things over with his squad inside the circle. Every run in this frame has been earned by the Lady Pirates, as they have 3 base knocks, 2 doubles, and a walk, and have again extended that lead to 8-3. Right after it looked like the Soda Springs Cardinals were fighting their way back into this game. But they have seen a disappointing turn of events in the last couple of batters, as Coach Schwanevelt talking things over, as he will saunter his way back over to the first base dugout. 8-3, the West Side Pirates, who, by the way, once again lead the District 5 standings at 2-1. Ahead of Bear Lake and Malad, who both sit at 2-2. We'll watch as Cheyenne Dominguez step back up to the pitcher's rubber inside of the circle. Looks in as she will face off Cassidy Chugg. Chugg's reached base twice, a fielder's choice and a triple. First pitch taken for a ball. And again, Dominguez falls behind in the count. All 6 batters have been ahead in the count when they've come to the plate. After the first pitch, Dominguez with the 0-1 count sees another pitch in the zone. That's going to be shallow enough to drop in front of Morgan Wood. Everyone goes station to station. No, sliding into second base and being tagged out by trying to take an extra base is Cassidy Chug. It does allow the run to come home. But after the single, she's tagged out trying to get a little bit greedy. And the bases are cleared. It is now a 9-3 game, though. Not the worst decision to go to second to bring home that run, although it does cut off what could be a bigger rally. 2 outs in the inning now. 9-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Dominguez to the plate, fires inside. That's taken for a ball by Mari Wade. Wade is 1 for 1. A single and a walk. Scored a run. Left stranded at third, or last time up. Head on the base pass. Dominguez winds, and the right-hander fires inside again. Base is clear, but once again working like there's pressure on her behind her. Wade takes a swing as a practice swing in the on-deck circle before stepping back into the right-handed box. She waits for the pitch. That's up and away, and a 3-0 count sees her in another possibility of a Davis Repair walk. Davis Repair, home of the equipment diesel specialists. 600 West Highway 30 in Soda Springs. Pitch on the inside corner keeps the at-bat going for at least one more, and the count goes to 3-1. It's been a 4-run inning for the Lady Pirates. 4 hits in the inning. And it could be worse, as there could be a runner standing at first base right now, as this pitch misses as well, and a walk will be surrendered, and now there will be a runner at first base. 5-pitch walk, and again another Davis Repair walk, third of the game for Cheyenne Dominguez, and it brings up Chadley Hedworth, who reached on an error by the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. By the way, another change. Alicia Delaware brought into second base, and Leisering moved back out into right field. So pitch upstairs misses to Chadley Hedworth. Cardinals in on the corners. Outfield shifted to the right with the left-handed batter at the plate. Allie Schwartz standing almost even with the umpire in the field, who stands just to the right side of second base. Ball gets into right field, and slow to get to it are the Cardinals. A jog by Delaware. Leisering was slow coming in as well, and it moves a runner up. No way that should end up bringing a runner up an extra 60 feet on a pickoff to first base coming from Taylor Myers trying to do the snap throw back. You've got to get to that ball quicker as you surrender up another runner. 2-0 count as Hedworth cuts one, fires it back up the middle, but right into the glove on a ground out of Dominguez. Flips on to first, and the 1-3 putout is recorded. Cardinals surrender another 4 runs. Well, as the West Side Pirates leave one on base, and we head to the 4th inning. Your Sanders Furniture and Appliance inning is over as the Cardinals trail 9-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
9-3, the West Side Pirates leading the Soda Springs Cardinals as we enter the 4th inning of play. Cardinals had an opportunity to try and escape any damage in that last inning, but thanks to 4 hits and 2 walks by the Lady Pirates, they push across 4 runs, and they end up leading this one and gaining every run back, plus adding one on from what the Cardinals were able to get in the top of the 3rd inning. Cardinals will be sending up Delaware, Downs, and Wood as the scheduled 3 in the lineup. Delaware reached on an error her first time up. Haley Downs grounded out to second, and it's been a flyout and a hit by pitch for Morgan Wood, so the 3 of them trying to change the way things have gone. And the first pitch to Delaware misses from Brittany Beckstead down in the zone. 1-0 the count in favor of Alicia De La Guerra. Right-handed batter. Awaits the pitch. That one chopped foul down the first base side, and the count goes to 1-1. Clouds starting to fill up the skies to the front of the press box, but behind us still blue skies filling the gaps behind the mountains here in Dayton, Idaho. A very scenic day wherever you look around here, as long as you're staying bundled up, as it is a little bit of a breezy day as well. Most of the fronts have moved along, though, and you can see them filling up the Wasatch Range. Ball flown into left field, dropping back, now coming back in to make the play is Grace Montez, and on 4 pitches, down goes De La Guerra. Good contact, just a little bit underneath it on the flyout, and the Cardinals will have to work with 1 out as Haley Downs steps up, playing third base for the Cardinals. Grounded out to second her first time up to the plate, and the right-hander awaits the pitch from Beckstead, who misses upstairs. Count to 1-0. Beckstead walks back around to the circle and will again look in. Rocks, fires, and the pitch chopped at. That's going to find the gap between the right fielder and the center fielder for the West Side Pirates, just out of the reach of Cassidy Chugg, who is flying that way, but it's a bloop single for Haley Downs, and the Cardinals have their second hit of the game. Cheyenne Dominguez 2-run double. The last time the Cardinals got a hit, and that was a 3-run double. Beckstead to the plate, upstairs, misses, and the count goes to 1-0 to Morgan Wood. Put the ball in play the last time that she was at the plate, but flew out to center field on a shallow fly ball. This ball lifted into left field and shallow once again. That drops inside the grass. Downs had to hold up to wait and see if it was caught, so she can only go up 1 base, but back-to-back softly hit singles by the Cardinals have them in business with 1 out against Beckstead. Not great contact, but you put it in the right place and it still finds that grass. As long as you're getting on base, that's all that matters. First and second for the Cardinals, down 9-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Hard lineup coming up as Ledbetter will take a big cut at an off-speed pitch that drops in front of her and is behind in the count 0-1. With 1 out, Ledbetter trying to get on base for the 3rd time in the game. Reached on an error as she'll swing and foul tip a ball into the glove of the catcher, and she was also hit by a pitch. Now down 0-2 in the count. Looking to try and keep the inning moving along swiftly with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Pitch chopped down inside the bag at third base. Moving home is going to be Haley Downs up to third base and sliding in. Out! No! Safe under the tag as Mari Wade couldn't get it down in time. It's a 1-run double that moves everybody up a base by Haley Ledbetter, and the Cardinals get another run back on 3 straight base knocks and makes it a 4-9 game on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Ball in the dirt taken by Taylor Myers as she gets ahead in the count 1-0. 9-4 your game. Cardinals continue to answer back when the Pirates get runs, although they've already dug themselves quite the hole as a pitch misses to Taylor Myers and the count goes to 2-0. That run coming across in the form of Haley Downs, brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Let Ricky bring you home, as Myers will bunt one foul down the third base line and the count will go to 2-1. Not the best placement of it, as Morgan Wood was going to have to hesitate on whether or not she came home or not. As Myers again looks over to the third base box and steps into the right-handed batter's box with a 2-1 count facing her and Brittany Beckstead. Beckstead rocks, fires, pitch down the heart of the plate, an off-speed pitch that had Myers looking foolish, and the count goes to 2-2. Good pitch by Beckstead, as that would have had a lot of hitters looking foolish, not just Taylor. Pitch to Taylor, this time turned on the inside, high in the air, wrong run, but Grace Montez cannot get to it, and the count stays at 2-2 for yet another pitch. Myers battling at the plate. She's been on base twice, a fielder's choice and an error leading to her getting on base. She awaits the pitch, this one up and away, and the count goes to 3-2. Pitch gets away from the catcher as well, and sliding home safely is Morgan Wood with the second run of the inning for the Lady Cardinals on a pass ball. Ledbetter moves up to third on the play, and the Cardinals now down 9-5. continuing to keep themselves within spitting distance of the Lady Pirates, who are trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs, but only one out and a runner at third base. You should be able to get that third run home if you're the Cardinals. Beckstead delivers. This pitch is going to be lifted into left field. That gets up and over the head of Montez, all the way to the fence as it one hops against the orange netting, and into second with a stand-up double is Taylor Myers. Back-to-back doubles for the Cardinals, 4 straight hits for the Cardinals, and all of a sudden, they've tracked across 6 runs in this game and are down 9-6 after another 3-run inning, and with only 1 out. Things starting to look a little bit better for the Cardinals as they look to fight their way back in. Hallie Evans now laces one into center field, but right at the center fielder, only 1 out. And they're going to say there were 2 outs. I do not know where the second out had happened, but Myers flies out to center field, and the out is recorded. Cardinals do strike for 3 runs. We'll be back after this on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com, your home for Cardinal Athletics.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of April 27th through May 3rd. 1-pound packages of strawberries are just $4 for $5. Whole seedless watermelons are 29 cents a pound, and 3-pound bags of tangerine mandarins are $3.88 each. Grab a boneless beef chuck roast for $2.89 a pound. All natural whole chickens are 99 cents a pound. And if you want tuna fish for that lunchtime sandwich, Bumblebee 5-ounce cans of chunk light tuna are 69 cents each. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs. This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home. A discussion over how many outs there are, just as I had said when we headed to break, it looked like, by my book, it says only 2 outs. I don't know where the third out would have come from if you're the Westside Pirates. Although if Westside had thrown to second base, they would have had the out recorded there. And it would have been the third out. So technically all they got to do is get to the field really quick and flip the ball to second, and that would be the third out. But the discussion coming between the home plate umpires on where the out occurred and if there is another out. And now the Westside Pirates are going to take it back to second as Taylor Myers did not tag up. And now standing on second base since Myers is on third, that should finish this inning, by all accounts. As the umpires now are going to discuss things together and bring themselves over to the coaches. As Coach Wade now saying, hey, we just sent a girl out to second base to force that one, and Myers still stands on third. As there's still a discussion going on there, and I have no idea. Again, I up here in the press box, not sure what exactly the discussion is, and now Wade's talking things over. As the umpire's saying, no, that's not how this one's going to work. And you can't just send a girl out to second base to get the force out there. I agree with Westside here. I hate to say that, but I agree with Westside that Myers should be out, even though she just wandered back to second base. And instead, they're just going to replay it with Myers standing on second. And the Westside Pirates will head back into the field of play. Again, because of what Westside did, I feel like Westside should have been out of this inning by all fairness, because Myers left early at second base and never went back to second base. If she'd gone back to second and then moved up to third, I would have seen that. But they're just going to reset everybody, and the Westside Pirates have 1 out left to get. Cardinals have scored 3 runs in the inning, 4 hits in the inning, 5 hits in the game so far, and this has been their most successful inning by far, as all 3 of the runs they've scored have been earned. Brittany Beckstead with a little bit more work to do. We'll have to get Allie Schwartz as the pitch to Schwartz fouled off, and the count goes to 0-1. Aggressive swing by Schwartz, struck out her last time up and popped out to the shortstop her first time up on a 9-pitch at bat. Still here in the top of the 4th inning, 9-6. Cardinals right now down by 3. as another ball fouled down the third base side into left field, but well beyond the chalk lines, and the count instead goes to 0-2. 9-6 after a pair of 3-run innings by the Cardinals. They're trying to get number 4 home as Schwartz awaits the pitch. Beckstead gets her to pop this one up again. Shallow left field. Coming in and putting the ball away is Grace Montez, and the out is recorded. So the Cardinals, despite getting another opportunity, cannot bring home another run, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 9-6 the score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We're going to take another break and come back on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Everything seems to be figured out as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on KBRV the Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. Happy to have you with us as the sun continues to shine down brightly here in Dayton, Idaho, and the wet weather seems to have cleared out at least for a day. We'll hope that it lasts longer than a day, but right now things have definitely cleared themselves up, and the Lady Cardinals have seemed to fix some of their woes on the offensive side as they've scored 6 runs against the Pirates. However, Westside has scored in every inning so far. They put up 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 4 in the third inning, and lead this 9-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. They're going to be sending up 5, 6, and 7. Cambria Robinson, Brittany Beckstead, and Grace Montez, the scheduled lineup for the Westside Pirates. Cheyenne Dominguez back out for a 4th inning of work as well. 7 of the runs given up have been earned runs by the Westside Pirates of the 9 runs on the scoreboard. 7 hits, 3 walks, 2 hit batters, and 1 strikeout for Cheyenne Dominguez so far. First 2 at-bats for Cambria Robinson has seen an RBI single as well as a line out to short where Hallie Evans made a fantastic leap to her left to snare a hard-hit ball that was destined for center field. First pitch from Dominguez misses low and the count goes to 1-0. Pirates on their 3rd trip through the lineup right now. The top of the order, the top 4 have batted in every inning. Pitch swung on and missed. Big cut by Cambria Robinson, but got nothing but air. Adding to a little bit of the breeze that's blowing right now. There was a big gusting wind coming in at the start of this game, but everything settled down and died down. As a 1-1 count delivered to the plate. That hits Robinson as it bounces up to the plate, and the 3rd hit batter by the Soda Springs Cardinals pitcher, Cheyenne Dominguez, puts a leadoff runner on base for the Westside Pirates. 3 walks, 3 hit batters, 7 hits, and several errors for the Cardinals as well. Equals a lot of runners on base. As the ball chopped up, that's into shallow center field. Actually drifts further than I thought it was. Allie Schwartz tracked it well, came in at first, then inner tracks went backwards and puts it away for a flyout. As Brittany Beckstead is set down for the 3rd time today. She's 0 for 3 with a flyout, a pop out, and a ground out. Grace Montez is 1 for 2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 9-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. She steps into the right-handed box, awaits the pitch from Dominguez, and that's upstairs missing, and the count goes to 1-0. A double her last time up for Grace Montez. That was with 1 out that got the inning started in the 3rd. She came around to score. And this time hits one hard and high down the left side, but foul, and the count goes to 1-1. The Westside Pirates looking for the bottom of the order, which has had plenty of success. In fact, out of their 6 plate appearances so far, they've reached base 4 times. So the bottom third of the order definitely has been making waves as another ball fouled off down the left side. That ends up dropping beyond the reach of Haley Downs and past the west side dugout. Count goes to 1-2 with one out in the bottom of the fourth. Last year, these two teams battled back and forth between each other, but the Cardinals were swept by the Pirates in a series of close games. So you expect these games to be close this year, and it has not disappointed, although Westside Pirates looked several times like they were going to be on the verge of blowing out the Cardinals. The Cardinals have fought back with a couple of 3-run innings as another ball fouled off down the left side. Montez reaching for one up above her coconut and ends up keeping it alive. She looks over to her coach, and Coach Wade looking at her going like, you don't got to swing at every pitch that comes to you once you get 2 strikes. You can be selective at the plate. She will back out. New ball given out to Cheyenne Dominguez. The old ball recovered and given back to the home plate umpire. 1-2 count with one out. Bottom of the fourth inning. Dominguez rocks with the right hand, fires, and this ball inside. Hopping out of the way is Grace Montez, and moving up to second base on a wild pitch is Cambry Robinson, who's on base because of a hit by pitch. And if you're Gracie Montez, why not take that one to the shin? Into the right-handed batter's box. This pitch chopped down the third base line. Downs up with it. Long throw to first in time. Moving up to third on the play is Robinson. So it is a successful ground out in the fact that it moves the runner up, but it does not do you much good if you can't get a hit from Kelsey Moyle. Moyle's walked and grounded out to short in her first 2 plate appearances. Right-handed batter steps in, trying to bring home the 10th run of the game for the Westside Pirates. Up by 3, 9-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Dominguez to the plate, up tight and in, but catches the zone just barely for a strike. Moyle bent out of the way of it, thinking it was tighter than it really ended up being. Braided hair behind her, end of it splayed out like a frayed end of a rope as this ball inside misses her and misses everything. And the ball thrown to third base is going to allow a runner to score. Myers trying to get it to Downs to try and get Robinson off of the bag. Instead, she comes across the plate and scores. That's an error. So the run as of right now is unearned. Although it could be an earned run if another base knock would bring home one. As a ball in the dirt moves the count to 2-1 against Kelsey Moyle. Nobody on base, 2 outs. A 10-6 lead now for the Westside Pirates as another run comes home. Only 7 of the runs have been earned as the ball bounces the plate. Count goes to 3-1 as it looks like Cheyenne Dominguez a little bit rattled after the last occurrence of the throw down to third. There are times to make that throw, and there are times not to make that throw if you're the Cardinals. And with 2 outs and the bottom of the order at the plate, that's the time not to make that throw. As another ball gets past Myers, it'll be down in the dirt. Up to first base, moves Kelsey Moyle, and Jessica Rafston, who's been on base twice so far today with an error and a single, will step up to the plate. We'll see if this comes back to bite the Cardinals. 4 walks now for Cheyenne Dominguez. That walk brought to you by Davis Repair, home of the equipment and diesel specialists. Walk to them or call them at 208-221-9403 and get your diesel equipment fixed as a ball will be popped up to the third base side and out of the reach of a diving Haley Downs. Bounced off of the hard dirt of the infield. Couldn't get to it though, and the count goes to 0-1. Runner at first base is Moyle. Nobody else on base with 2 outs in the bottom of the order, and Jessica Rafston at the plate, trying to flip it over and bring up Josie Mejia for the 4th time in 4 innings. Dominguez looks in, rocks into her delivery. This one down the heart of the plate, and another ball thrown down to first. This time Ledbetter stays in front of it. The count goes to 0-2. Myers continuing to try and pick off one of those runners that gets to their secondary lead. Moyle looking to take off. 0-2 delivery from Dominguez, rolled up to the plate, and a good scoop at the plate comes from Taylor Myers as the ball is going to be kept in the infield, and the count just goes to 1-2. Taylor into the catching role once again after Cooper Evans was hurt. Coop hopefully going to be back and available for the district tournament. As a pitch down in the dirt again. Runner thought about going, leaks off of first base, but gets back before a throw behind her can get to Haley Ledbetter's glove. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 10-6, the Pirates scoring 1 run that at the moment is unearned. Cheyenne Dominguez rocks, fires again. This ball in the middle of the strike zone, but fouled off at the plate. Staying alive is Jessica Ravston as she continues to look to get on base for the 3rd time today. 1 for 2, reached on an error and has a single that brought home a run as well. She scored Grace Montez from second, her first time up. The right-hander again steps in, looks out as Dominguez with the hair starting to waft to the left side of her face, fires one in. That hits Jessica Ravston and another hit batter. Make it 4 in the game. And runners on first and second now for the Westside Pirates with the top of the order coming up. And Josie Mejia, who has yet to be retired, hit by a pitch twice and a 2-run double, steps up. First pitch to her, bounced up to the plate. Runner taken off from second, slides in safely, or stands in safely to third as the count goes to 1-0, and the runner moving up on the play will put a runner 60 feet away from home plate for the Lady Pirates. Runners on the corners now. Ravston at first, Moyle at third. And another hit batter as Josie Mejia again takes one in the heel. 3rd time she's been hit by a pitch. And it loads the bases for the Westside Pirates. 5 hit batters. As right now, Mejia limping off of first base as time has been called. And heading over to the Westside coaches to talk things over and make sure she's going to be able to run. See if they get a pinch runner in for her or not. This inning looked like it was going to be over quickly as there were 2 outs with a runner on third. But since then, a walk, an error, and 2 hit batters have loaded the bases and brought a run home. Mejia continuing to try and walk off the hit. And they are going to bring in a pinch runner, it looks like. I think the coaches for Westside making sure that they can substitute Mejia back into the game. As Mejia definitely in pain right now, not even willing to joke around with their teammates. As Westside continue to debate who they're going to put into the game as a pinch runner. And coming out onto the field of play for the Pirates is number 10, J.C. Robinson, as she will appear into the game as the pinch runner. Stands at first base. Ravston at second. Moyle at third. And Cassidy Chug, who's got 2 hits already at the plate. Number 2 batter in the order. Sees the first pitch bounced up to her, and the count goes to 1-0. Chug, another right-handed batter. Waits for this pitch, and that misses as well. Count goes to 2-0. Walk would bring home another run. And again, this inning looked like it would be an easy breeze-through for the Cardinals. But again, another run scoring after mistakes made. And the ball chopped into the middle of no man's land. Long run to first base. Long throw to first base. And safe is Chug on the infield single. Haley Downs came in, made the proper throw, but Chug, one of the faster Lady Pirates, gets an RBI. And all of a sudden, this inning has continued to envelop. It is 11-3, 2 runs across the plate, and the bases remain loaded for Mari Wade, who also is yet to be retired. She's got an RBI single and has walked twice, been left on base twice. 11-6, back to a 5-run lead for the Pirates. Ball bounced up to the plate, and again behind in the count is Cheyenne Dominguez. Wade steps into the right side once again, looks over to her father and coach down the third base line, waves the right bat above her right shoulder, and takes a pitch low for a ball, and the count goes to 2-0. This could be a turning point in this game. Wind starting to pick up once again, ruffling the jerseys and uniforms of the Cardinals in the field, as well as Wade at the plate as she'll take another pitch down low, and the count to 3-0. And Wade, in a golden opportunity, see if she even takes a swing at this one with the inconsistent throwing coming from Cheyenne Dominguez. Rocks fires, and the pitch popped up a mile high on the infield. Wynn's going to play with it. A couple of Cardinals go for it. It drops down into the infield dirt, and everybody's going to be safe. Unfortunately, nobody touched it, so there's no error. The Wynn just carried it, and nobody called for it. It's a 2 RBI infield single. And it's a 4-run inning now for the West Side Pirates, and things just melting down for the Cardinals in the field. And every one of these runs has been an earned run. Runners at second and third. Chadley Hedworth at the plate. Right-handed batter. Upstairs and misses. And another pitch out of the zone. Hedworth, the 9th batter of the inning for the Lady Pirates. Left-handed batter takes a pitch on the outside corner, and the count goes to 1-1. 13-6. Back to a 7-run lead for the Lady Pirates. Biggest lead they've had in the game as Hedworth pops one through the hole in between the second baseman and the shortstop up the middle. That's a 2 RBI single for Hedworth, and the inning will continue once again. More runs coming home for the Lady Pirates. And they've driven across 6 in the frame, all with 2 outs. And that will bring up Cambry Robinson, who led off this inning, being hit by a pitch. 15 runs now for the Lady Pirates as they have a 9-point lead. And a pitch missing inside and low. They're going to call that a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. As Robinson falls behind. First batter in this inning that Cheyenne Dominguez has been ahead of. 10th batter of the inning coming to the plate in Robinson. Big swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. And the count will go to 0-2. Fourth inning has been a nightmare for the Cardinals. 6 runs across the plate. Most in any inning yet for the West Side Pirates. They've scored in every inning. And the top 4 in their order once again have reached the batter's box in every frame as the pitch misses just inside. Count goes to 1-2. Good pitch by Dominguez there. Trying to ring up Robinson on the inside corner, but couldn't quite paint it and came a little bit below the knees. Dominguez 1-2 pitch. That's up in the zone. Fouled off of Robinson. She chopped it off the plate, then off of her shoulders, and the count stays at 1-2 once again. The West Side Pirates, a surprise this year. We've talked about it already. After last year coming in 3rd in the district and 3rd in the district tournament, are winning the district behind defending state champion Malad, and has a foul ball just over the backstop and into the field to the right. Defending state champion Malad and 3rd place Bear Lake tied for 2nd right now at 2-2 apiece. Dominguez pitched the plate way up over the head of Taylor Myers and up ahead to second base. Goes Chadley Hedworth as she's now in scoring position. 2-2 count for Cambry Robinson. Long inning for Cheyenne Dominguez. As the pitches continue to mount up. 33 pitches coming into this at-bat. And now there's going to be another single that'll keep things going as the ball off the end of the bat will move Hedworth up to 3rd. The ball just served out into left field. And the inning continues with another base knock for the Lady Pirates. Only 4 hits in this inning for the Pirates. And another one's going to be served into the middle of the infield. Hallie Evans on to first base, gets it in time, and the out is finally recorded. The Cardinals strand 2, but it took some work to get the Pirates off with the base paths, and the Pirates lead this one 15-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Welcome back out as we head to the top of the 5th inning on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. Once again, the Cardinals offense with work to do, as right now the Westside Pirates leading this game by 9. 15-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cardinals, though, offensively have scored in their last couple of innings. The only problem that's coming up is the bottom of the order is what's going to be tasked with trying to put some more runs up onto the board. Cheyenne Dominguez will lead things off. She doubled in 3 runs her last time up, is 1 for 2 officially. Hadley Lizering and Alicia De La Huera are both 0 for 2 officially in the game so far. Brittany Beckstead out in the circles, giving up 5 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, hit 2 batters, given up 6 runs. Only 3 of those have been earned over her 4 innings of work. Cheyenne Dominguez strolls to the batter's box to lead things off. Conversation being had between the Westside coaching staff, or Westside bookkeeper, as well as the umpires, who seem to have everything sorted out, and we'll get things ready. This 5th inning brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, where they have everything you need to get better quick and carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. Pitch to the plate. Misses for a ball. As a pitch inside will miss as well, and the count goes to 2-0. And another pitch out of the zone, 3-0. Cardinals looking for answers right now. As Beckstead fires the plate again, that's off of the plate. And the answer comes in the form of a Davis repair walk. As on 4 pitches, Cheyenne Dominguez makes her way on base. That can be a problem when you have a pitcher who has not necessarily found the strike zone continually. As another pitch out of the zone, or has been off of the base paths for this long of a period of time. She can sometimes struggle to find that strike zone. And a pitch swung on by Lizering will move the count to 1-1. And with nobody out, the Cardinals have that runner at first base, and will be looking to try and push another one across to give themselves a cushion before the 10-run rule would come into effect here in the Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. Happy to have you with us on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. Rocking and firing, a pitch that's chopped foul at the plate by Lizering is Beckstead. Brittany has worked well. She only had 76 pitches coming into this inning, up to 83 in the game here in the 5th inning. Not necessarily been economical, but has been good enough to make it work as Lizering off of the inside of her hands will get one into the left field grass for a single to put runners on first and second for the Cardinals. As she gets herself to 1-2 on the day, or 1 for 3 on the day, I should say. And it brings up Alicia De La Huera, who looks to get her first hit of the day. She's reached on an error, was stranded at second base back in the 2nd inning, and takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Beckstead looking to fight through this inning and get the Westside offense back up to the plate. Ball popped up. That's going to be playable for the catcher, and snaring it with an underhanded grab. Basket catching it is Jessica Ravston, and an unfortunate pop out to the catcher will end Alicia De La Huera's bid at a hit and brings up Haley Downs. Downs singled and came around to score back in that 3-run 4th inning by the Cardinals, is 1 for 2 officially. Has ducks on the pond for the Cardinals as she swings and misses at a first pitch, and the count goes to 0-1. Downs again steps into the right-handed box. Runners on first and second. And a pitch inside will be taken for a ball, and the count goes to 1-1. Excuse me, they say 0-2 did the home plate umpire. This pitch inside misses. And we'll make sure on that count, as the count does sit at 1-2. So I missed what the first pitch was. It ended up being a strike. 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Cardinals were trying to bring home some runs to keep this game moving along and not make it so one run ends it in the bottom of this frame. Another pitch fouled off by Downs. 15-6 your score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Been a better showing by the Cardinals today than yesterday, although yesterday in the rain and mud, can't blame it, as Haley Downs fires one up the middle, bobbled by the center fielder. It's going to allow a run to come across and score. Throw to third is going to get out of play, and another run comes across to score. So an error on the throw brings home Leisering. And up to third base goes Haley Downs after getting the RBI single. Another run scores on the error, as the first pitch to Morgan Wood not delivered yet as she steps out of the box. Looks back out. 2 runs have scored, so it's now 15-8 as a pitch catches the strike zone, and Morgan Wood, who so far is 1 for 2 on the day, gets ahead behind in the count, 0-1. Another pitch popped up over to the right side. Hedworth dancing around the bag. Can't read it in the wind, and the foul ball drops away, and the count will just sit at 0-2. Cardinals with 8 runs in the game, 7 hits, but only 4 of the runs so far have been earned runs. Wood again steps into the right-handed box. Pitch to the plate, upstairs and away from the young freshman. The count goes to 1-2. The right-handed Wood. It's been a very pleasant surprise for the Cardinals as she takes another pitch off the plate. Count goes to 2-2. If anything, you're extending the pitch count of Beckstead. Might not be able to come out for a 6th inning if there is a 6th inning. And Morgan Wood, though, takes the pitch on the inside and goes down looking. That's the 3rd strikeout by Beckstead in the game. And Morgan Wood, for the first time in this game, has punched out. 2 of the 3 strikeouts have been looking. Haley Ledbetter's had easily the best game of the Cardinals. 2 runs scored, an RBI, a double, and has reached base 3 times as a ball in the dirt is going to see her in the count. Ahead in the count, 1-0. 15-8 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. 2 more Gate City Real Estate runs coming across in this inning. Pitch swung on and missed by Ledbetter over the top of a fastball down in the zone. And back into the center circle goes Beckstead. Brittany fires. That's a pitch that just misses a little bit low when the count goes to 2-1. Haley Downs stands at third base. Clouds continue to dot the sky overhead as Ledbetter fires one up the middle, picked up by Josie Mahee, who traps it against her thigh and throws on to first for the out. What a play by Josie Mahee on a rocket off of the bat of Haley Ledbetter, and the Cardinals will have to stick with just 2 runs in the frame. They do answer back, though, and it is a 15-8 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com. Looks like a pitching change coming up for the Cardinals. We'll be back with the details on that on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the West Side Pirates as the Soda Springs Cardinals with a mountain to climb, but the defense has to keep them in there first. As back out on the mound, Dominguez will once again make her return. She has so far given up 15 runs. Of those runs, 13 have been earned. And the West Side Pirates, leading this one by 7, need 3 runs to try and close this one out and 10-run the Cardinals. Something they were not able to do last year. For the West Side Pirates, Grace Montez, Kelsey Moyle, and Jessica Ravston will lead things off. The bottom of the order has been very productive for the West Side Pirates so far in today's game. Dominguez's first pitch of the inning is going to be lifted into left center field and off of the glove of Allie Schwartz. Had to leap to make the play on it. It ends up dropping down for we'll call it a base knock. That's a tough play as she had to leap up. She came in at first and did not have an easy reach to that one. Ends up dropping off of her glove and in for a knock. 12 hits now for the West Side Pirates in the game, and another big run stands out there on the base paths after the first pitch strike to the middle of the plate was rocketed to left center field. Schwartz will readjust herself into the position that she's at as the first pitch taken for a strike on the inside to Kelsey Moyle moves the count to 0-1. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in a 15-8 ball game. Wind starting to pick up and whip across the diamond. As you can see, the jersey of the pitcher, Cheyenne Dominguez, ruffling in the breeze. Pitch to the near side, popped up and fouled out of play, but into the glove of Haley Ledbetter. And the pop out is a quick out number 1, which keeps that runner staying at second base. Jessica Ravston, yet to be retired, a single, reached on an error and was hit by a pitch. Will step to the plate. 4 errors for both sides in this game today. As the ball will be lined over towards third, Haley Downs fires back to second and safe after the line drive is Jessica Ravston. And the Cardinals 1 out away from moving this on to the 6th inning, 15-8 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Dominguez again steps up. The right-hander looks into Josie Mejia, who's reached base all 4 times today and has batted in all 5 innings now as the first pitch to her taken for a strike. Mejia's been hit by a pitch 3 times. And excuse me, it is not Mejia. It's actually Cambry Robinson, who has stepped in after pinch running for Mejia. And she hits one off of the hip of Hallie Evans. That's got to go as an error on the Cardinals shortstop. Up to second base is going to go Robinson. And it's a run scoring, and that's J.C. Robinson, excuse me, not Cambry, is a run scoring ball in play. And it is now a 16-8 game. As J.C. Robinson moves up to second base as well. And now the walk-off run, you can put it, steps up to the plate as Cassidy Chug represents that 10-run rule. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in a 16-8 game. Dominguez again rocks and fires. This pitch rolled up to the plate, gets past Taylor Myers, and JC moves up to third. And we'll see how Cheyenne Dominguez decides to adjust to this. Cassidy Chug, by the way, also has reached base every time today in her 4 plate appearances. 2 singles, a triple, and reached on a fielder's choice. Outfield shifted to the left side as another pitch missed. Count goes to 2-0. Base knock brings home that 9th run for the 9-run lead. As the pitch misses, 3-0 the count now. On deck, a dangerous batter in Mari Wade, who also has reached base all 4 times. The top 3 in the order have yet to be retired for the Lady Pirates. Pitch down low, and that's ball 4. Another Davis repair walk puts runners on the corners. 5 walks surrendered by Cheyenne Dominguez. And Mari Wade with a ball to the gap or into right center field for that matter, where there is nobody at. As Allie Schwartz again shifted all the way to the left side, would end up closing this one out as a steal tried for and taken by Chug, coming across home on the play and stepping on the plate with a run after the MySpace storage stolen base by Chug is Josie Mejia. And the Cardinals now are scrambling to try and keep the runner at third base as Chug moved all the way up to third after the throw home to try and cut down Mejia. Got away from Myers. 2 outs in the inning. A 9-run lead, 17-8 for the Lady Pirates. Dominguez looks in, rocks, fires, pitch to Wade on the inside corner for a strike. And that is strike number 2 to Mari Wade. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Cardinals looking to keep that runner at third. Myers can't let a ball get past her. Dominguez can't let a ball get put into play for a hit. She rocks, fires, the pitch lofted a mile up towards center field. Allie Schwartz back towards the fence. It's off the fence and down, and that's going to do it as Mari Wade all the way to third is going to head home. It's a walk-off home run for the Lady Pirates as they close it out with Mari Wade hitting the best hit ball of the game to the outfield fence. It goes off of the fence and makes this a 19-8 ball game. And they're going to keep things going. And now the umpires are going to meet together. As again, it should be 19-8 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That should wrap this one up. Base is clear if not, as Chadley Hedworth coming up to the plate. And the umpires are going to discuss things as well and make sure that is the 10-run rule. By my book, it is, as that's 4 runs across in this frame. And by the way, all 4 of these runs unearned. Again, coming with 1 out and an error made. And inside the park home run on that one, 19-8 your score. And that is going to do it. As the game is over, 19-8. Again, the final score of this one as a home run clears the bases for the Lady Pirates to close it out. And we will take a break and come back and give you a post-game wrap-up on it as well. Back after this on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. Cardinals put up a fight, but the Pirates more than they can handle on your home for Cardinal Athletics, The Co-op, and mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jacks Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever. And to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us. And the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of April 27th through May 3rd. 1 pound packages of strawberries are just 4 for $5. Whole seedless watermelons are 29 cents a pound. And 3-pound bags of tangerine mandarins are $3.88 each. Grab a boneless beef chuck roast for $2.89 a pound. All natural whole chickens are 99 cents a pound. And if you want tuna fish for that lunchtime sandwich, Bumblebee 5-ounce cans of chunk light tuna are 69 cents each. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Rough game for the Soda Springs Cardinals. For the second straight game, they almost give up 20 runs as they lose 19-8 to the Lady Pirates. In an 11-run affair, a walk-off inside the park home run by Mari Wade. She almost got it out. It went up against the orange netting as Allie Schwartz gave a valiant effort, actually tore down the netting trying to catch the ball as it went into center field, but it ends up dropping for a hit. Wade rounded the bases, came home, and it ends up being a 19-8 victory for the West Side Lady Pirates in today's game. For the Lady Pirates, they were led by Beckstead on the mound. 5 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 8 runs. 4 of those runs were earned, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hit batters on 99 pitches. At the plate, she went 0 for 4, but her teammates picked her up. Josie Mejia reached base all 5 times, scored 5 runs, went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Cassie Chug 3 for 4 with 4 runs and an RBI. Mari Wade also perfect. She went 3 for 3, 3 runs, had 5 RBIs, including a home run that brought home everybody to close it out. Chadley Hedworth went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Cambry Robinson 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Grace Montez 2 for 4 with 2 runs. Kelsey Moyle walked twice and scored both times. Jessica Ravston went 1 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI as well. As far as the Soda Springs Cardinals, Cheyenne Dominguez pitched for them, went 4 2/3 innings. Through 114 pitches, gave up 19 runs. Of those, 13 ended up being earned runs as the Cardinals made 5 errors in the game today, and one of those errors kept the inning going in the top of the bottom of the 5th inning that allowed those 3 runs to score for the West Side Pirates that closed this game out. As far as the Cardinals on offense, Morgan Wood went 1 for 3 with a run scored. Haley Ledbetter 1 for 3 with a RBI and 2 runs scored. She reached base 3 times. Taylor Myers ended up going 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI as well. Hallie Evans 0 for 2 with a run scored after she walked. Allie Schwartz went 0 for 2, although she hit the ball well in her final at-bat on a flyout to left field. Cheyenne Dominguez went 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Hadley Leisering went 1 for 3 with a run as well. Alicia Delaware 0 for 2 in the game, did reach base on an error. And Haley Downs went 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI as she got on base her last 2 at-bats, playing over at that third base position. Cardinals again fall in this one 19-8. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Kelsey Young from the Soda Springs track team joins us on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3 or 4-year-old children today.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Caleb Burgraff here with Kelsey Young, one of the sophomores from the Soda Springs track team. And Kelsey, first of all, for you, it's your second year of high school track. How have you been adapting to high school away from junior high?
High school is definitely different, but I think staying with the cross-country team and Coach Horsley in track has definitely helped me to transition because it's something I was familiar with before I came to high school.
You keep yourself pretty busy in some events that are pretty unique as far as what they are. You do hurdles and then you also do the pole vault. Which of those events do you really enjoy the most?
There's no way to compare them. I think both of them are equally important, but they're very different and they help complement each other. I know, like, things we do in hurdles help me in pole vault. They're both equally enjoyable and they're both good.
And they tie together well, like you were trying to say there. And when you think about pole vault, again, it's a sport that you don't find all over the place very often. You don't find people that can teach you that well. How'd you get into it, first of all, and what are some of the things that you've really been able to do with that as far as in meets? Where do you feel that you've grown the most in that?
I started pole vault because my older sister did it, and I was interested. I wanted to be with her, and it's a really awesome thing to do. It's really interesting. I think I improve more during practice rather than at meets, because at meets you're just trying to get that next height, but really what really counts and what makes the difference is what you do during practice and in between. Talking
about the hurdles as well, that's also one of those that I think, again, in practice is where you can really improve on that the most, because you have to work on the form, the fundamentals. I was talking with Aaron Torgerson earlier, and he said that this year you guys have really been focusing on technique a lot more. Has that helped this year from last year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've seen a huge improvement, not only in myself, but I think in all the other hurdlers. And, if you just sprint hurdles, there's not much you can do. It's more in the technique that makes you improve.
This week is supposed to be rainy, wet, cold all through the week. Does this bring out an extra little bit of energy in you when it's like this, because you have to really push yourselves a little bit more to get into this weather?
Yeah, I think it does. When it's sunny, you're like, okay, this is going to be a good day. But when it's rainy, you're like, okay, even though it's rainy, I still have to do my best. And I think the rainy weather brings out more optimism than the sunny weather.
This has been kind of the same case for a lot of your guys' meets as well. There hasn't really been the perfect weather meet yet this year, and that's supposed to continue over this week. How does that make you stronger when you have to continually have meets like that, where you're always pushing against the elements, not just the other runners against you?
Like you said, pushing against the elements, kind of like practicing your technique. You're going against hardship and struggle, and it'll make you better in the end. It can hinder you, but in the end, the more you practice with hard things when you're competing, that is what makes competing easier.
Well, Kelsey, we appreciate you talking with us, and good luck as you keep on through the season, and hopefully we'll be talking about you being one of those members heading over to state.
Awesome, thank you.
Big thanks to Kelsey Young for joining us here on our post-game show and chatting with us about how the track season's going. Track was supposed to have a meet today in Aberdeen, but that got canceled. And because of the weather, they will be trying to make up and find something else to do this week. And then Tuesday next week, they're hoping to find a game or a meet to go to as well. That wraps it up for us here. Cardinals again falling by a score of 19-8. as they end up giving up 13 hits and 13 earned runs to the Westside Pirates and falling in their second straight district game to 0-2. They also dropped their sixth straight game and dropped to 5-9 on the season. I want to thank you for tuning into this edition of Cardinal Athletics on KBRV 800 and online at mylocalradio.com. This broadcast has been brought to you by Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, Hunsaker Ford, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. The proceeding has been a presentation of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, and no portion of the preceding production can be used to rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. I'd also like to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson and General Photographer Warren Cook. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors and to all of you for tuning in and supporting athletics on KBRV. Be sure to visit mylocalradio.com for full recaps of this game, as well as for archived copies of this and other games, as well as for photos and recaps of past contests. Until next time, the Cardinals take to the field. Goodbye and good night.